And most people will stop right there and go, thank you. And you just kick them right in the head. So we got two things. I got my side, and I got my kick out to give me some space so I can go back to work. Just kick them out as far as you can, as much as you can. Maintain this as long as you can. And when this thing's gone and he's away from you, I can go back to what I do best. So I want to do two moves here. I want to get that kick out, and I want to get my stand up. My stand up is just this. Once I kick him out, I should be right here. I'm going to post, post. This one's very mechanical, very simple. Once I get myself up, I'm going to post, and I get this one ready. It's like I'm sprinting backwards. This thing, foot sideways, pushing, ready, and this one's always blocking. If I get ran down, if he tries to hit me from here, I'm going to go, ugh. Right? I'm going to go right to my position of power, where I know I'm active and I can keep fighting. If I get that space that I need, this thing's my pusher, I'm just going to switch, switch, switch. Get myself all the way up, and I'm back to what I do best. Okay? So let's accept the weight again. Give that big push out. Get him as far as you can. And if I'm the guy on top, I'm going to be Superman. Then I'm going to go, you know what, Superman is not all that cool. When I take my weight back, give him some extra. And this thing stays out as far as possible. Because if worse comes to worse comes to worse, you got this much distance to protect yourself. So if I go, ah, you got that much distance to make up your mind how you're going to protect yourself. And you need it. Believe me, you need it. And when I get out, when I'm ready for my stand-up, as far as I can here, have that thing as ready as I can. And everything blasts this way. The furthest thing away from him is my head at all times. I'm never going to. Look at this. Ooh, sleeping. Be right here. Tight, short. Get over my feet. Protect myself. We got two things. Give that good push, and then let's try our stand-up. I'll come out and make sure you guys get your stand-up right. Straighten them out. Push me up. Relax the legs.
But not like that.
As long as your head is the furthest thing away from your back are actually fairly strong. And they are. Step a little bit. Heel straight up the middle. Your most powerful one. The great thing about this one, step back a little bit. Okay? A little more. See how far away? A little more. See how far away he is? My strikes from here are powerful if I'm active. If anything like this, I'm in serious trouble. But if I've got a shell and a barrier, got all these strikes. Got all these strikes. And I can just roll around on my back. And as long as I got my hands up, I can kick, hack, create as much space as I need, beat on them, get everything I need to get my body up. So don't be concerned about a man standing above you. A man standing above you is just as equal as you are. Except you've got the ability to hook him, manipulate his weight, turn him around, play with him, kick him, hack him, do all kinds of terrible things to his body because you have 4 hands and he only has 2. He's standing on the other 2. Right? So I'm going to progress. I'm here. Oh, I got my man away from me. Got myself some space. I can make my stand up, or I can go right to my strikes from here. Right inside. As long as I keep this barrier, I can hack all I want inside of him. Beat him down, manipulate his body. The man that stands up from you, but does not disengage. So just stand straight up. Okay? Stand straight up, like you're going to beat my head in. Here's the great thing about it. As long as I keep my barrier, I have power. So I'm going to take my barrier, we'll go right to his source. Just kick him down. And all I'm doing is going, pushing his hips, knocking down that bottom source of his power. Simple, 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 simple turns. A lot of times I'll get a man, I'll push him back, and I'll create that space, and he won't want to leave. He'll want to hang out with me. The first thing I'm going to do, come here and stand up like you're going to bash my head in. There you go. First thing I want to do is maintain this. That's the most important thing. This gives me power. And just grab on the bottom, push my hips all the way up and forward. Now I can make my decision too. I'm coming with the head stomps. Right away. Right away with the head stomps. Yeah. Right away with the big monster head stomp. So let's get a man. I'm going to take your weight. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take it back. Take it away from me. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm just hooking my feet around his knees. The reason I have power in here is, again, I got 4 hands. And he's standing on 2 of his. So I'm essentially going to have more control than he does. I may not have more power, but I have more control. So I always want to keep my feet hooked, let him know I got a hold of him. Once I got a hold of these, all I do is grab one on the bottom of him, push my hips out on the inside of his knees. I'll be able to kick him down.
Frank, what's this position called? Is that called open guard? Or?
Well, there's been some controversy, man. I call it the turtle. Because I think all these things are pretty universal, and they've come from natural fighting. They've come from nature. So guard, maybe open guard, maybe TK guard, whatever they want to call it. I call it the turtle because if you can understand the concept of what the turtle is trying to do, that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to maintain that, protect that vital source at all costs.
Great for kids. Too.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Absolutely. Those guys are always standing up, though. I don't know how they do it. Let's get a guy. Take your opponent's weight. So, Landman? Yes. I'm Superman. Okay?
Yep.
He's taking my weight. I'm going to take it back. And the second I take it back, I want you to grab the source of my power and kick your shins forward. And that's it. So I want the guy on top, give him your weight, and I want you to take it back. As soon as he takes it back, you know where he's going. He's trying to take that control back. I want you to go to the bottom of it, kick his control down. Drop him all the way down. I'll put us here, we can. This stand-up is huge. Can't imagine how important it is. If you've ever been knocked down in the fight and you're in the street and you're going, the stand-up is really, really important. It's something you should continue to play with. Add it to every drill. Everything can be an elevator, turn, whatever, and a stand-up. A move, and a stand-up. That's one of your most important moves is your stand-up. You guys are stand-up fighters, right?
Yes.
Stand up. That's where your strength's at. Don't grapple. It hurts. You get all dirty, scratched up. You don't want that. Let's get a guy on top. Give him all your weight. Take it back. The second take it back. Knock him down.